Hi, study group colleagues. I wanted to make this quick tutorial to walk you through the resources we have in our Canvas shell for the food insecurity study group. I know everyone has different levels of working within Canvas, so I'm hoping in pretty much less than 3 minutes I can give you all you need to know. So first thing, you need to accept the invitation that you received in your email. I know who you are, who haven't, so I might send out a reminder. But once you do that, you should be able to get into the course, no problem. When you log in, you might get a similar screen, which is a dashboard of courses that you might already be involved in. It varies from person to person, of course. I worry a little bit. I'm an administrator with Canvas, so my screen might look a little different, but I'm guessing yours should look like this. And you'll just navigate to our course shell. And so what I have here is a couple things. I start us out on our home page, and the view we're looking at now is the teacher view. I've made everybody in the group teacher status, so that means you can edit at any time. I feel comfortable with that. If anybody feels the need to lock that down, let me know. Any editing that you might want to do, adding another resource, something like that, you would just simply click the edit button. A screen pops up. You add what you'd like. Make sure to save. Make sure to save because it does not auto-save. It's one Canvas flaw. So here's our home page. I do have some resources here, which you'll see in other places in our modules, which I'll get to. And in fact, I'm going to add some of these resources to that resource list. This list of upcoming efforts came from a recent email. What I'll probably add is what Diane just sent out about some upcoming kind of immediate concerns about looking at the focus groups, looking at food banks and food pantries in our area. I never asked anybody if they worked at a food bank. I meant to do that. I worked at a food bank when I lived in New Hampshire for a while. It was interesting. Anywho, so that's some basic entryway information. Most of our information is going to be living here in the modules, right down here. And I am just going to scroll over a little bit. And what you'll see is just an introduction to paying the price. This is a little book group centric. I just have links here to Dr. Goldrick-Rob's webpage, a really quick article about her work that came in the Chronicle of Higher Education, a transcript of a brief NPR interview. If you haven't seen it yet, her Wisconsin Hope Lab is amazing, amazing. And I did cherry pick a little bit. They have a section on projects, and I did extract out of this particular project on measuring food and housing insecurity in higher education. A couple other quick features. I found another book group blog that had discussed this work. So it's a blog, so the posts are in order of most recent date. So by that, which I try to explain here, if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, that's where you're going to see chapter 1. And then of course they read, throughout the book. So chapter 2 will be the more recent, chapter 3 even more recent. So it's kind of in a reverse order of not by chapters, but by date. But I thought it was pretty cool. And they have some good questions. And, while there is a lot of videos that I found that Dr. Goldrick-Rob spoke to, this one from the Century Foundation I thought was particularly good. So anyway, back to our modules, which again are still living over here. I am going to show you what else we have. So I have the chapters lined out how we had planned on having this conversation, 1 through 3, 4 through 6, 7 through 10. I do have some other resources listed here. These are, browse them as you like. One's a video, again from C-SPAN. This is actually a document that Dr. Goldrick-Rob had produced that I thought was particularly good on redefining college affordability. And then other campus-based organizations that we might want to take a look at and consider as we move forward. I will open this really quickly. You don't have to download it. It should come up. These are all live links. So the college and university, obviously, Food Bank Alliance, National Student Campaigns Against Hunger and Homelessness, etc., etc. And that's all I have there. I can actually just hit the back arrow to get to our screen. And finally, the book group. For chapters 1 through 3, I do have some just overall to consider questions that we might have in our conversations going on throughout our read of the book. So browse through these. But specifically from 1 through 3, I have 3 kind of pointed questions, and they are the 3 right here. And I would really hope that everybody would have a chance to respond to at least one of these questions by next Friday. And I'm going to send out another reminder to actually access one of these. Just click. You'll see me because I introduced the question, and you just click on reply, and you get the space where you can type your reply. Scroll down a little bit. I do want to point out that it's kind of cool. You can add images or links. So if you find some things you would like to share. As a teacher, of course, you can add it to that resource module, no problem. And I guess I'll show you how to do that. And then you can stop the video if you don't care about saying that. But you can also really embed TED Talks, things from YouTube, that sort of thing. So, and then just post a reply, and there it is. But you know, just in case, I'm sorry, I should have shown you that then. So I'm going now. So that's it for the discussion boards. Next Friday, March 16th, yeah, the day before St. Patrick's Day. I think it'd be really great for this group for consistency to have responded to at least one of those questions from the introduction up through chapter 3. Or another comment. I don't need to control the conversation. I'm going to the modules really quick. If you do have a resource you want to add, 2 ways you can do that. You can just tell me and I'll add it. No problem. If you want to do it yourself and you're comfortable with this, you just hit this little plus sign here. And you just pick the type of document that it is. So if you just want to add a web page, I mean, it's so easy. You click that and you just pop in the URL for what you'd like us to see. Is it a TED Talk, video, whatever you find online, an article, you can just pop that right in there. If you actually wanted to add a file, it's something you had saved, a PDF, Word, you can just upload it, name it, and there you go. Like, so for example, file. I have a bunch already here, but you just click new file. You will have to browse, so it has to be saved on your computer somewhere, and find it and add it. And make sure it's published. Let me close out of here. You see all these little happy green arrows? That means things are published. The minute you put something up, it's not published yet until you'll see this like grayed out, like, you know, Ghostbusters X sign. Click that, and you'll get your happy green checkbox. Okay. So Canvas, and I said 3 minutes or less. It's been 7 minutes. Sorry. So, but I hope this helps. For all you faculty and center directors out there, this is exactly how I communicate with all of our online students or students who ask me questions via email. I actually talk to them about their search and walk them through our research tools, both library and non-library, to help them meet their needs. So they get that kind of personal interaction. So we can meet their needs here at the library, wherever they're at, anywhere in our 18,000 square miles. Okay, thanks, and talk to you all soon.